Hey y'all, welcome back to Floating Hands on the Internet. So today I'm going to look into Joe Alwyn. I get this request a lot and I've never been drawn to do it. I know I've done readings on him and Taylor Swift, but I don't know. I feel like I did draw some cards on him when I did my Tortured Poets Department video. I'm not sure. I do a bunch of these and I set it and forget it. So we're going to look into him. How's he doing? I've done this reading before. Well, this is an update, but I don't think I have. So kind of just want to check in with him, see where he's at. This is all for alleged and entertainment purposes only. Leave that man alone. Leave him alone. If you are a hater, he made Taylor a very happy person for 6 years, and what went on between them is their business. And he just, the only thing he was guilty of was, I think, loving someone who wanted to be Taylor Swift. So anyway, no hate to him. I just feel called to say that. I think they were a great match, but I just don't think she could level up to him and his, I think she was just way too mature for him and evolved. So that's just my personal opinion for alleged and entertainment purposes only. But let's kind of see where Joe's at and check in with him. So we'll just do, this is all jagged. We're gonna have to fix that. All right. How's he doing in life, career? Let's do life and career, and then we'll reshuffle for his love life, which I feel like I did pull cards for that, but we're going to do it again. So how is he doing in general for alleged and entertainment purposes only? If you want a free reading, I'm still doing them until I hit 500 subscribers. Send me your picture, your prompt, and your date of birth to floatinghandsoti@gmail.com. and I'll do a free reading for you. If you want a general reading, that's fine, but if you want something very specific, you have to give me the details. So, for alleged and entertainment purposes only, how is Joe Alwyn doing just in life right now? Four of Wands in reversed. Okay. All right. So the Four of Wands is in the reversal. That's about resisting the urge to celebrate something. The Ten of Wands is in the upright, which is about a burden, but that's about a cycle ending. And the Lover's card is about balance and harmony, but I mean, it's also like lovers. So didn't I pick this up on the last time I read him? It's giving like, I think his dating life. I asked him how he's doing in life. Hold on. Work. So he's focusing on work. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing I was picking up on, I think, when I didn't I do him in like an excerpt of for the Tortured Poets Department 1 year anniversary with him, where I picked up on something where he was almost afraid to date. But that Four of Wands, that's about resisting the urge to celebrate something that should be celebrated. And then the Ten of Wands is like a burden not worth having. And then you have the Lover's card. And then you have the Three of Pentacles, which is work. So he might be headed into a different direction in terms of his work with that Three of Pentacles. That's about collaboration, working together. You have the World card next to it, which is about cycles completion. So I think as far as his work goes, I feel like he's in a happy, good place with that. And I think he's kind of thinking about what's next, because you have the World card, which is about completing cycles. It's also connected to the Hangman, so he might be kind of in between places right now in terms of where he wants to go with his career. And then you have the Six of Swords and the reversal, which is about hesitating, like hanging on to something, inability to move on. So I think as far as his work and his career goes, he is kind of in between. He's finishing up cycles, trying to kind of see where he wants to go. But I know that I asked about how his life is doing, but I think right now he's resisting the urge. He might be closing up some cycles, because I mean, you see Taylor Swift everywhere, so I wonder if like he's doing his best to avoid the news, but it's hard. I do think that he has healed this, but think about if you had to hear about your ex and see your ex on TV, like it's kind of just rubbing salt in the wound, and I'd imagine it take a lot of healing to be able to not think twice about that. So I do think that her kind of rubbing this in annoys him. And I feel like, didn't I say that this was going to affect his dating life, being Taylor Swift's ex, because he was afraid that she would come after, or she would make his dating life kind of impossible, because he didn't want any new girl that he would be with to have the smoke of being Taylor, you know what I mean? Like, especially if that person was in his field, because I know he does like acting and stuff. So I wonder if he's like, well, I don't want to ruin a person's, I wonder if there's somebody, you know, I think that's what it is. There could be somebody who is kind of resisting he's resisting wanting to show her off because he doesn't want to burden her. Especially with that Three of Pentacles, the World card, that's exactly what it is. I think he may have somebody he's kind of interested in, and I think they met at work, but I think the problem might be that he's afraid to expose this to the public. I mean, think about how he was with Taylor Swift, and she's like freaking Taylor Swift. That's so interesting. Six of Cups, the past coming back to haunt him. Two of Cups, a breakup. A new beginning. He might be dating someone, you guys. He might be dating somebody. I think as far as I think right now he's caught in between. I think as far as his work goes, he's happy with it. He's doing his thing, because I don't think that he wasn't like a, what's the word I'm looking for? He was a true artist in the way of, I'm not here to make millions of dollars. I'm here to create my craft. And so I think right now, like, I think he just has the energy of, I'll create, I'll make enough money to live, and that's that. I just don't think, I don't want to use not the word ambitious, because I don't think it's an ambition problem, but I think it's more so he just wasn't as much of a go-getter, have to be number one as Taylor Swift. So I think that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on. But if I'm being honest with you, I think there could be, we're just gonna, let's pull some cards. Now, I don't know how serious this person could be, but I do think if he is seeing somebody, it's through work, or this person is not a regular Joe person in terms of their like what they do for work. Like, it's not going to be a teacher. It's not going to be, you know, a random person. Or not a random person, but it's not going to be somebody. I think this person either is online or does some type of work where she, let me put it to you this way. Her going out with Joe Alwyn, Joe thinks it would hurt her career because of Taylor Swift. Even if Taylor Swift was like didn't say anything and didn't stick the Swifties on them, the Swifties take it upon themselves. No offense, I know I am one, but I don't do this shit. This is cult-like behavior. They always like want to protect her. I mean, think about how quickly they turned on Joe after idolizing him for 6 years. So I just think he thinks it would hurt her career. But let's just pull some cards. Let's see if what I'm picking up on is true. For alleged and entertainment purposes only. Is Joe seeing someone, and what's he kind of feeling towards this? This is really bothering me. I will fix it next time, I promise. Is he seeing somebody? The King of Wands in reversal. That's Taylor. She's the King of Wands. Masculine energy. The Tower. Death card. Look at all these major arcanas, you guys. Yeah, that's him. Okay, so I have the King of Wands in the reversal. That's Taylor. She is a Sagittarius. That's about kind of, it's a lot of heavily masculine energy. I think that's him, like, being afraid, like I said, of the Swifties kind of bullying his new girl, whoever that might be. The Emperor's in the upright, which is about, like, again, masculine energy. And then you have the Tower card, which is about something falling down, upheaval, sudden change. This might be a different type of, I think that whoever this chick is not like Taylor Swift. I mean, he would be stupid to date somebody like Taylor Swift again. I think he learned his lesson. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song, somebody's gonna give you a lesson in losing somebody. It's a country song. But anyway, this is about a new way of thinking. I think what he thought I think he's always known what he's wanted, But I think dating Taylor and going through what he went through, I think that he learned what yeah, because I'm hearing throw a flag on the play, man, somebody get the ref. Like, I think it's just he learned what he didn't want, especially with that death card. That's connected to the Emperor. It's also number 13, which when I'm reading Taylor Swift, I always think that's her. And then you have the Sun card and the reversal. Kind of like, again, like with the Four of Wands, you're kind of resisting something that should make you happy. You should be celebrating it. That's connected to the Magician, which is like manifesting career stuff. So again, I think that if he is with somebody, he's met this person through work, but yeah, that's about like not being able to celebrate, being pessimistic. And then you have the King of Cups, which is him. He is a Pisces, and yeah, somebody who's like empathetic, loving. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. He doesn't want this to be public. I think he thinks it's gonna ruin her career, whoever this chick is. Three of Cups, yep, collaboration. I'm hearing I got friends in low places, which means like I don't trust that Taylor wouldn't use her connections to, like, even if I didn't know it was her, I knew it'd be her if she tried to ruin like this girl's life. Again, the Four of Wands, like he's resisting the urge to celebrate. I wonder how far along this relationship is. It could even just be a crush. It could even be in the beginning stages of it. But I really think that, I think for the first time he's like opening up his heart again, but I think he's resisting the urge to really just dive deep in, or he's doing overtime to avoid, like to keep it private, because he doesn't want anybody to know about it, because he knows that there are Swifties out there who are crazy. Good for Joe, honestly. He needs to be with somebody who is his caliber. They've been broken up for at least 2.5 years. So good for him. No Joe slander on this page, at least in this scenario. But for alleged and entertainment purposes only, let's see what's the mindset of this girl. I think there is someone. I just don't know how far along that it is. Like, I don't know. It could have just started. It could have, I mean, they could have been, I mean, like I said, guys, people didn't see Taylor Swift for a year, and she dated Joe Alwyn. So he's more than capable of keeping it on the DL. I'm sorry if you hear that motorcycle. Huh, might be a sign. All right, so let's see. If there is a girl, describe her. What's she like? For alleged entertainment purposes only. Five of Swords. She's not afraid to fight. Devil card. Oh, geez. Can I pull some clarifying cards? Joe. I mean, the Five of Swords, that's about conflict. So she definitely likes, is she another fire sign, I wonder? The Devil card's in the reversal, which is about release and liberation. And then you have the Ten of Swords, which is about endings and new beginnings. That's about like a healing period. You know what? I think this girl, I'm hearing the song, What's Wrong with Being Confident? You know how everyone says that Taylor doesn't really have confidence? Like, not true confidence that comes within, nothing can shake me. I think this girl has it. Because, like, that's about conflicts, but it's also about, like, using your words. It's not somebody, think about, and listen, I don't know what happened with Taylor Swift and her relationship with Joe. This is all speculation, right? But I think they have healthy communication. Because that's kind of like releasing from old toxic habits and ending like new beginnings. Like, we're putting us, like, the Ten of Swords is like, we're putting a stick in this, we're hashing it out. I think this person effectively communicates, which is what I think somebody like Joe Alwyn needs. Because Taylor Swift, I don't think had a problem with being angry, but she had a problem with any other emotions, like sadness. I'm hearing the song You're Losing Me, which is basically is like, my face was gray, but you couldn't admit that we were sick. It's like, but you couldn't have told him that you were sad. I think this person actually knows how to fully communicate, which is why I think Joe likes it, which is what I think he was looking for. The Six of Cups. She might have kids with the Six of Cups, but that honestly could just be like Joe thinking about the past and knowing what he doesn't want, what he does and does not want. The Judgment card's in the reversal, which is about kind of repeating patterns, so or like self-doubt. So that could be, yeah, that I will say the one thing about this chick is she also knows how the Swifties are, and I think she's proceeding with caution, because that's about the past and that's about self-doubt. And I think I think that this girl doesn't want to be another victim. I don't think she wants to be like Maddie Healy or Joe or like anybody, because she knows what happened to them, and she doesn't want that. So I think there's definitely some, I'm picturing like proceed with caution. Yeah, because Three of Wands is about expansion and collaboration. That's about delays and disappointment. So I think this girl is the opposite of Taylor, or maybe what a more evolved Taylor Swift would be. But I think the past is a point of contention right now, wherever they are in the relationship, because that's about self-doubt and that's about not moving forward with something. The Ten of Wands, again, a burden. Six of Swords. Temperance. Yeah, that's Taylor. She's a Sag. Or this person could be a Sag. I mean, the Ten of Wands, that's about like a burden. Being overwhelmed, you're done with it. I think this person isn't afraid to walk away because she knows her worth. The Temperance card, that's about like balance and divine like harmony. I think this person is, I'm picturing somebody like meditating, doing yoga. I think that they are a person who is sure of themselves and sure of their emotions. And I don't think she's afraid to walk away if that's what she needs to do in order to, because that's about embarking on a healing journey. So I feel like this is at the beginning of their relationship. If there is I'm just going to say, I think he probably does have his eye on somebody, and I think they talk, and I think they're going really slowly because they both know what coming out in the public could do, even if it was just like leaked in the smallest possible way. Taylor Swift blows up. All of my Taylor Swift videos, they get the most views. Like, she's that girl, and we love her. But I think they're just going very slowly, and she likes Joe. I definitely think they like each other, but I think they just understand, like, they need to be careful, is what I'm getting at. So this is all for alleged entertainment purposes only. No facts here. I'm just a crazy lady with floating hands on the internet. If you guys want a free reading from me, email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com, and I will catch you at the next one.